And I'm excited about the quarterback position. Every year, the quarterback position sets the tone for the NFL draft, and this year isn't any different. You look at the top four quarterbacks, in my mind, Deshaun Watson, Trubisky, you also have Kaiser, you have Mahomes, and we met with 3 out of the top 4. They came into the studio in New York. We're able to sit down with these guys, look them in their eyes, and there is no doubt in my mind Deshaun Watson will be the first quarterback off the board.
Whoa!
And a lot
Nate knows. Peter said nobody knows. Nate knows.
I
thought no one knew. Nate knows.
Because listen, I look this young man in the eyes. I know his resume. I know what he did on the field, the big stage, the big moments.
The big wins.
The big wins. If I am a GM, I am choosing him right now. And it's going to be a lot different than last year. Last year, the assumption was when it came to Goff and Wentz that those guys were going to have to take some time to get on the field. No. He is ready right now. There is nothing about him that wavers. When we talked about what you want to do looking forward into the future, he looked us square in the eyes and said, I'm chasing the GOAT. How many young rookies, before they even put on an NFL jersey, say, I'm chasing Tom Brady?
6 Super Bowls he wants.
With his resume, and a guy already has a collegiate ring, I can't doubt the fact that he can go out there and win the big game. I want to see Deshaun Watson go off the board, and I'm excited to see what team he goes to.
Nate, we asked him, what do you make of the fact that, everyone's got Trubisky going before you, and what did he say?
He's like, they're going to have to deal with those consequences.
Consequences.
Unbelievable line by him.
And it wasn't, you know what, even though it sounds harsh, it wasn't a shot at Trubisky. He's just saying, listen, you're going to choose whoever you want to choose. What I am telling you, if you choose me as your quarterback, I could possibly change the complexion of your franchise. And that right there, big words from a young man that did a lot of big things on the college level.
Just 2 losses over the last 2 seasons, and a quarterback, Peter, has been taken in the top 5 in 14 of the last 15 drafts.
And that was the beauty of this whole thing. We came to the Combine in February. It was like, there's no quarterback worth taking in the first round. There's not going to. Here we are. On Thursday of the draft day, we'll have 2 in the top 10.
I need a quarterback. I need a quarterback.
We'll get your quarterbacks. And the Trubisky thing is interesting because it's your yin and your yang. You've got your college quarterback who accomplished so much and had the national title and has been on the big screen every Saturday. Then there's Trubisky with 13 career starts to his name. But from what I'm hearing right now, if the Cleveland Browns are looking at a quarterback, there are people in the building who love Mitchell Trubisky. Does that mean it's first overall, or does that mean they take Myles Garrett first overall and move back up? But there are other teams who like Watson more than Trubisky. So last year we got here, it was Goff, Wentz, let's do the rest of the draft. 2 years ago it was Winston's going to go, then Mariota, let's do the rest of the draft. Year after year, by this point in the game, we've known what the top 2 teams are doing. Right now, I can tell you, I'm talking to everyone in the league. There's a chance Watson goes before Trubisky.
Wow.
There's a chance Trubisky goes before Watson. And there's a chance that Trubisky or Watson goes before Myles Garrett. It's wide open, and we're just 12 hours away.
And let's not forget about the number 2 overall spot with San Francisco. I'll get to that. A lot can happen, a lot of needs, a lot of, they're open for business still, I'm sure, today.
Okay, did you see Watson last night? Did you see him? The waiter came by. He ordered for the whole table. He took control of the table. They're getting missed. Hot route orders.
He said, listen, we got the burgers, we got the fries.
Right.
We'll get a little side action.
No,
he said hi to all of us.
Yes.
Leaving the restaurant, he was at the beginning of a long table, waited for everyone to leave, and was the last one out.
But I saw
little things. I'm noticing.
I saw a guy in the corner with a big cardboard board on the sideline
telling him the menu.
Hey, there's a picture. You're doing hot dogs.
Wings on it.
Giving him the audibles.
He didn't know how to do. He spread offense.
Peter was on his phone the whole time.
So there's quarterbacks, Kyle, but you have said that this is the draft of the running backs.
This
it's
is
the
incredible.
return, a deep class.
Okay, it may be the era of the running backs reborn. The real workhorses, as we say, okay, the stable runs deep this year. Now, listen, we have seen some great classes. 97, Warwick Dunn, Tiki Barber, Corey Dillon. 83, Eric Dickerson, Roger Craig, Kurt Warner. We've seen some very entertaining ones. I can't remember one as interesting, as intriguing as this one, because there's never been 2 guys at the top that are so different. Let's talk about it. Central casting, the big, strong dude from the SEC who does bad things, the NFL royalty from Cali who can do everything. One guy gets you 25 carries on Sunday. The next guy can do 25 things on any play. We got a workhorse heavyweight from the Tagliabue era. We got the mixed martial football artist from the next era. Listen, McCaffrey is part Brian Westbrook, part Russell Westbrook. He plays different. He can line up different. And let's be honest, he looks different. Nate, there is a white dude who's going to be drafted in the first round at running back. Top 10 tonight. Nate and I talk about all the time. We love it because we haven't seen it. And don't get me wrong. I love it because it's Jeremy Lin, it's Jerome McGinley, it's Ichiro, it's Tiger. It is the new Bachelorette. It is different. And as for the football, I love guys that a franchise has to choose between Fournette, who is the perfect specimen, and McCaffrey, who is the perfect weapon. 20 years ago, Leonard Fournette is the #1 pick in the entire draft. A few hours from now, I don't even know if he's the top running back.
Right.
I love McCaffrey. This is a crazy running back draft, Nate.
Listen, we have a running joke on the show about the white skill player, Jordy Nelson.
Yeah.
And they always say, oh, he's sneaky fast. He's a gym rat, coach's son. And we say when football comes to football, you choose the guy that can make plays. And McCaffrey is that individual. And we're not looking at skin color. We're looking at the guy that went out there, showed out at the combine, went out there and proved that he is one of the top backs, has the resume to do so. So when you see McCaffrey at running back position, you don't say, hey, this white guy's good. You say, no. This is one of the best running backs in the draft.
We have another running joke.
The best running back.
We have another running joke. White people crazy, right? Look at that dude. He is crazy.
Hey, listen, you're going to be crazy if you pass up on him. Straight up.
We could see 3 running backs. We're forgetting about Dalvin Cook, who's certainly in the mix. We had Steve Smith on our show on Good Morning Football earlier this week, and he picked Dalvin Cook to the Jags over McCaffrey and Fournette. The last time we saw 3 running backs taken in the first round was 2012. It's a very exciting year, as you said, and you've said all along at the RB spot, Peter.
Yeah, and I think Fournette's a wild card up early in the draft. You've heard rumors that San Francisco likes him. You've heard rumors that Jacksonville likes him. But you go to the Jets, you go to the Panthers, Fournette and McCaffrey, what these team needs and what they can do on offense, the world is their oyster. So I think both of these running backs go in the top 10 tonight.
Yeah.
We do not see that anymore in the NFL. It is a new era, and like Kyle said, Fournette is your traditional 25 carries, up the gut, let's go. McCaffrey, I'm going to get 25 touches, but it might come at wide receiver. Look, this guy worked out at his pro day. He didn't do any running back drills. He did them from the wide receiver spot. He also does punt returns, kick returns. He's the all-service, the Swiss Army knife.
Now,
Fournette, though, is your workhorse.
But listen, I'll give you one game to look back on, and that's the Super Bowl. And look how many passes came out the backfield that were big plays just in the Super Bowl alone. You know this is a copycat league, so teams are looking to find that versatile running back.
Swiss Army knife, the new black. It's like in vogue right now. I mean, it's true. It's what everybody wants.
It is. And, Peter, there is nothing chalkier in every mock draft than Leonard Fournette to Jacksonville. It is like in the NCAA tournament, the one upset that everybody has, and that almost tells me that maybe it doesn't happen because everybody's got Fournette to Jacksonville.
That is your red flag of all of these mock drafts. You go around, it's, Fournette to Jacksonville, Fournette to Jacksonville. Look, I've covered the league a long time. Dave Caldwell doesn't tip his hand very often. Tom Coughlin never tipped his hand. And I don't think Doug Marone's on the phone calling everybody, hey, we're like Fournette. I think this one could be the wild card of the draft. Jacksonville at 4, it is not in pen that they're taking Fournette.